Hey, what is going on, guys? My name is Slickmuff and I'm back again with another video. And in today's video, I'm going to be reviewing Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice. And I will say, just got home from watching it probably 5-10 minutes ago. I will say my prevailing emotion, the main emotion that I feel after seeing the movie, more so than anything else, is relief. I am relieved that I really enjoyed the movie. Not just a little bit. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was phenomenal. I will say that I was a skeptic of this movie in the middle of its life cycle, marketing life cycle. San Diego Comic-Con trailer came out. I thought it was one of the best trailers. I still do today. I think it's one of the best trailers in cinema history, not just in superhero movie history, in all of history. The middle Doomsday trailer, I was like, oh, I don't know, I'm not so sure about this. Then towards the end, when they were showing Batman fighting people, I was like, okay, I can get on board with this. I will say that, again, my prevailing emotion is relief and excitement at how much I liked the movie. Now, just to put in perspective for you, at the lengths that I went to avoid spoilers, I did not watch non-spoiler reviews. I find that almost all non-spoiler reviews have spoilers. In my video that you're about to watch, which is going to be quite brief, I would imagine, because I'm not going to be mentioning any plot aspects, really, not really any. Not even minor things or clues as to what to look out for, because I want you to go into the theater with the same experience I had, knowing no spoilers, knowing none of the things that, you're kind of forced into knowing it. And even the IGN review, I watched the first 30 seconds, I was like, these guys are talking about spoilers. Not necessarily spoilers, like how the movie ends, but spoilers in the sense that there's things that the viewer should not want to know, and it's ideal. The director does not have in their vision that the viewer will know going in. Anyway, my rant about reviews and non-spoiler reviews. I'm really looking forward to watching everybody's, thoughts and everything like that, and reading everybody's thoughts, because the reviews are atrocious on Rotten Tomatoes, like 30-something. And I had, like friends that I know and other people, see the movie early, fans, and they were all, the movie's phenomenal, amazing. So I was excited on Monday. And then Wednesday hit and the embargo was released, maybe Tuesday, whatever, you get the point. And the reviews were awful. It has a 30% on Rotten Tomatoes, which I'll be doing a video reacting to. Again, I've not read any of them. I've read one of them, and it was Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice. Bush v Gore was better than this movie, or Bush v Gore was barely worse, but barely. It's something snarky about Bush v Gore is a presidential race in 2000, by the way. So basically, they're slamming the movie. If I had to give it a rating, it's certainly not a damn 30. I give it a 9.5 out of 10. I thought it was just amazing. Again, I'm not going to go into any plot details, what I liked about it, what I did not, because I think that I want you to go into the movie with the same experience I had. By the way, hope you guys like my Joker shirt. This is a $7 Target shirt, by the way. So get it at Target. I mean, $7. And a oh shit, sorry, my light's on. This is very unprofessional. I'm so excited right now because, again, I was going into the movie with, again, at the beginning of the week, I was like, oh yeah, the reviews are awesome. Everybody's going to love it. And then the real reviews hit from the professional reviewers, and I was like, oh my God, does this movie suck? Because when you go into the Monday screening, the early screening in IMAX, you're surrounded by a bunch of fans. Everybody's hyped. They're all massive DC fans. And I can understand how somebody could like a movie that isn't good. I mean, just go back and watch the Phantom Menace. The initial reactions for that movie were amazing. A lot of people were saying as soon as they were coming out, it's the best Star Wars movie ever. I hope that is not the case. I hope that once the film festers in my mind a little bit, I'm not going to be like, okay, I actually didn't like that movie. I don't think that's the case at all, because I've thought about the movie a little bit, for about 30 minutes on the ride home and everything like that, but I still contend that there are, issues, and I recognize that. Mainly, I would say in the third act, there's about a 5-minute window where I would say that some that are not keen to Mr. Snyder's directing style may not be a huge fan. Okay, I will say that. I'm not, the biggest Snyder fan. Zack Snyder, who's the director of the movie, I'm more of a Nolanite, as they call myself. And what that means really is that I embrace filmmaking that is natural. I mean, Christopher Nolan made a science fiction space movie where the entire galaxy was literally, it's a set. Like, there's no CGI besides a black hole is the only thing that's CGI. Literally, all the stars in the set is actually real. Okay, so that's not this movie. Okay, I mean, there's the green screens in this movie. You can tell there is. Doomsday, he's a big CGI monster. He's 100% CGI. Only thing not CGI about him is the voice actor that yells and screams for him. However, I will say that it worked very well, and it's intense. The movie is big, it's bold, it's loud. Somebody said, I think it was Ben Affleck, maybe it's the loudest movie they've ever seen. He's not joking. It's loud. It's loud throughout. And Hans Zimmer's score, I listened to it. I bought it on March 18th, bought a disc and everything, and I liked it. It wasn't my favorite Hans Zimmer score, but in context of the movie, it's even better than when I first thought. This movie opens up on a strong note. The first 3 minutes of this movie are far better than I could have ever imagined that they would be. I love the movie. I give it a 9.5 out of 10. The flaws, I can see the little glimpse of them. I don't agree with them. I'm going to read the reviews and I'm going to see if I agree with any of them. I'll be doing a reaction to those and just kind of going through them on Rotten Tomatoes and seeing, why does this movie have a 30? I'm not sure I understand it. Because it's not a bad movie. In fact, it's phenomenal. This movie is made for DC fans. It is really that simple. This is not a movie intended for casual audiences, and that is, and it could be an issue. And I think that's why a lot of people don't like it. There is extensive, world building that exists in the movie that is not keen to those that are totally unfamiliar, or uninterested in the DC universe, that just want to see Batman v Superman fight. Most of the movie is not Batman and Superman fighting. It's their ideological clashes, certainly, but they're only fighting, for less than 10 minutes. You know what I mean? So the movie's 2 hours and 30 minutes long. There's a lot of really interesting ideas. Chris Terrio, I believe, has demonstrated his brilliance as a writer. There's so many interesting ideas I can't wait to talk about. And the spoiler stuff, Batman was an incredibly intriguing character. Lex Luthor is one of the best antagonists that I've seen in any comic book movie, maybe the best. I don't know. I can't think of anyone better. And, a lot of people complain about Marvel characters being one-dimensional, or Marvel antagonists being one-dimensional, and Lex Luthor is the opposite of that. He's so layered, almost to the point where it can almost bog the audience down. Maybe to me it did not, but I can see how he's so complex that it's almost like, what is this guy going for here? And some people can lose sight of that. I can see that some comic book, like super, really wanted an accurate comic book story. Lex Luthor, I will say this is not a spoiler. He does mention his father a lot. Everybody's known this. This has been in the press release and everything like that. That's why I'm mentioning it. Lex Luthor does mention his father. So presumably this is Lex Luthor Jr. I don't know. It's not explained to a whole ton of depth in the movie. I will say that Lex Luthor to me was awesome. He was awesome. I loved it. Ben Affleck's Batman, he was great. I wouldn't say that, everybody's like, oh, he is 100% the best Batman. He's a different Batman. He's a very comic accurate Batman, and when he's fighting, it is awesome. It is awesome. And ultimately, what you have to understand is that Christopher Nolan's Batman trilogy were not comic book movies. These are comic book movies. Zack Snyder makes comic book movies. Christopher Nolan makes whatever he does, whatever the Dark Knight trilogy is. I've got posters around here. Don't think I'm hating on it. I don't like it. I'm just saying it's not this. This is very different. They're both awesome in their own ways, and I really hope that you guys love both for different reasons. I know you guys all like the Dark Knight trilogy. I mean, it is amazing reviews on Rotten Tomatoes. I would say that it's just as good, if not better, than the Nolan movies, which puzzles me as to why it has a 30 on Rotten Tomatoes. I just don't get it. I'm not going to fester on that for too long. I'm telling you right away, this is not a 30 movie. Don't go into it like I did. Really, I did. Because, again, I had friends that saw the movie early. They were all, oh, goody, awesome. And then the reviews came. I was like, I think they're in the minority here. I don't think anybody likes this movie. And I still went into it with cautious optimism, and I came out loving it. So maybe you could say that my hopes were lower than some other people's, and that's why I loved it more. I don't know. I will say I've been a skeptic of this movie, and I regret all of it. It's amazing. I loved it. Can't wait to see it tomorrow. That's my non-spoiler review. I could ramble on forever. I've got 3 more videos to make. I'm going to be talking about Batman specifically in full depth and full spoilers, really exploring that character because he's new. He's unlike any Batman we've ever seen. It was awesome. Going to be talking about him. Going to also be talking about spoiler review for the movie, just like full-blown spoilers, talking about the movie in full. And then I tweeted the other one. Hold up, let me see. I closed my Twitter. I don't know. There's one other one I'm going to do. Spoilers. Oh, yeah, reacting to the Fandango reviews. That's right. That's the 4th one. So I'm going to be reacting to the Fandango reviews. Hope you guys have enjoyed the video. I give Batman v Superman Dawn of Justice a 9.5 out of 10. I loved it. I hope you guys do as well. Let me know your thoughts on the movie in the comment section below. I can finally read all of your comments. Can finally read all the notifications on Twitter, can finally read all the reviews and watch the reviews for Batman v Superman. Be very careful. There is a lot going on in this movie that you don't know yet. If you think you know everything about the movie and you're immune to spoilers, you're wrong. I would just say that straight away. Avoid spoilers. They're out there. They exist, and avoid them. Hope you guys have enjoyed. My name's Slickmoth, and we'll see you in the next one.